spicy kids. Welcome to your favorite Yellow Classes General Knowledge with Medha Ma'am. But before I say anything to you, I want to show you something. What is it? Wait and watch. Here you go. Okay. Okay. What's coming next? Woo! What exactly is Medha Ma'am up to today? Well, you will surely get to know soon. Ta-da! Oh my God. Now, what was this, Medha Ma'am? We have not done this before like this. Well, of course, why not? Because today is something special. Well, kids, we are celebrating what? The World Heritage Day. Yes, kids, World Heritage Day, wherein we are talking about some amazing World Heritage sites. Yes, awesome. So it's a special day for all of us today. Well, we are going to talk about the UNESCO World Heritage Sites in India. Yes, kids, are you ready? Well, we are definitely going to talk about all of this in detail. What exactly is UNESCO? What are these World Heritage Sites? Are these World Heritage Sites only in India, or are they there in other parts of the world as well? Well, kids, all of these questions are going to be answered in today's special session. So are you all ready? Yes, show me a thumbs up. Awesome. So let's begin, kids. Our session on UNESCO World Heritage Sites in India. Now, first and foremost, kids, it's very important to understand what exactly is UNESCO. All right. Now, kids, UNESCO stands for UNESCO. Okay. Now, this stands for United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization. So now we know that it is a part of UN, right? So basically it's a specialized agency of the United Nations that aims at promoting world peace, all right, and it wants to bring about changes in the education, in the culture, in arts, in sciences, all right. Now this UNESCO, kids, has 193 member states and 11 associate members, and UNESCO was founded in 1945. All right, so this is what we know about UNESCO now: United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization. All right, now after knowing about UNESCO, we need to understand what is this concept of a World Heritage Site. All right. Now, kids, when I talk about a World Heritage Site, okay, it's basically a landmark, an area, that gets protected. So it's basically, some area of great importance, all right, and which has been given legal protection by an international convention, which is administered by UNESCO. All right. Now, this World Heritage Sites was basically, these are designated by UNESCO. Let's say if some place is of cultural importance, if some place is of scientific importance, if some place is of educational importance, has been in existence for a very long time, so whenever it feels that there is a certain place which should be given a World Heritage Site tag, the UNESCO does that. All right, kids. Now, talking about the World Heritage Sites, are these World Heritage Sites only marked in one country? No, kids, there are a lot of countries which have, World Heritage Sites. However, here I've got for you some countries which have most World Heritage Sites. So if you can see, we have Italy, we have China, we have Germany, Spain, France, India, Mexico, United Kingdom, Russia, Iran. So these are certain countries with the most World Heritage Sites. All right, kids. Okay. Now, talking about the World Heritage Sites in our own country, India. Okay, now at present, kids, there are 40 World Heritage Sites. Okay, two of them have been very recently, in the have been added, and out of these 32 kids, so out of 40, 32 are cultural, 7 are natural, one is mixed. Mixed means that it meets the criteria of both cultural and natural, as determined by the organization's selection criteria. Okay, so it determines, okay, it should fall under the natural category or the cultural category. All right, so that is how the selection is done. Okay, now taking you individually to understand the different World Heritage Sites which are there in our country. We are starting with Ajanta caves, right, kids? Yes, we are going to see all the 40 World Heritage Sites which are there in our country. Okay, so the first one here is Ajanta caves. Now that is in which state? It is in Maharashtra, kids. Okay, these are one of the most beautiful, I would say, architecture that I have seen. They are famous for the Buddhist rock cut cave monuments. Okay, and they are beautifully decorated with paintings and frescoes. Okay, and you have, it's like a series when you go and visit these caves. They are phenomenally presented, and they have been taken care of as a World Heritage Site. Okay, so the first one that we had a look at are Ajanta caves, and they are in which state? Maharashtra. Wonderful. Now heading on to Ellora caves. So kids, usually when we talk about these caves, Ajanta, Ellora caves, the name comes usually together. Ellora caves are also part of Maharashtra. Okay, now this Ellora caves is famous for Buddhist, Jain, and Hindu temples and monasteries. Okay, and these caves, kids, that we're talking about, they are actually excavated out of hills. That is the most phenomenal part. Okay, and they're all rock cut architecture. What do you mean by rock cut? So let's say there's a rock, so that was cut and it was given a certain shape, the designs. Okay, so that's why they are rock cut architecture. All right, so we just talked about Ajanta caves, which is again in Maharashtra, and Ellora caves also in Maharashtra. Wonderful. Now talking about the next one is Agra Fort. Okay, now Agra Fort, kids, is in Uttar Pradesh. Okay, it's a 16th century Mughal monument, and this is a very, very powerful fortress, kids. It's made up of red sandstone, and it has this, it's surrounded by 2.5-kilometer long enclosed walls. It's really phenomenal. If you ever get a chance to visit Agra, you must visit the Agra Fort. In fact, kids, all these World Heritage Sites that we are going to talk about today, whenever you get a chance to visit these different parts, different states of our country, you must pay visit to these. Yes, they are of great cultural importance, natural importance. They have been in existence from a very, very long time, and we must know about them, right? Awesome. Now heading on to the next one. Everyone's a favorite, and we all know about it, is Taj Mahal, a phenomenal architecture. Everyone looks at it with all the awe and thinks, wow, I mean, what kind of, beauty it holds, right? So this is also one of the 7 wonders of the world, our very own Taj Mahal. Okay, and kids, King Shah Jahan had actually built this in the memory of his wife, Mumtaz Mahal, right? There are lots and lots of, sayings about Taj Mahal, but I believe it's absolutely impossible to have a replica of this. I don't think it can ever be created again, right? And see, that's what it is, that it stands tall, nice, beautiful since, so many years, right? And we are blessed to have been witnessing these monuments, right? These places. So we should actually feel ourselves as lucky, right, kids? Okay, wonderful. Now talking about Sun Temple, another, example of a beautiful architecture. Sun Temple, kids, is in which state? It is in Orissa. Okay, now this temple, kids, is famous for the traditional style of the Kalinga architecture. Okay, and This was built in the 13th century, and it is one of India's most famous Brahmin, sanctuaries which are there. And if you see the design of this architecture, you will feel, if you closely visit it, it's so, it has been done so minutely. It will take your, breath away. Phenomenal architecture of Sun Temple. All right. Amazing. The next one, kids, that's in the row is Mahabalipuram monuments. Okay, now this is in which state? It is in Tamil Nadu. All right, kids. Now this particular monument, kids, is famous for the largest open air rock relief mandaps and chariot temples. All right, and it is a Pallava dynasty architecture. So when I talk about these different dynasties, kids, India was a country which was ruled by different kingdoms, different dynasties, in its history. And at that time, at that point of time, kids, building these temples, monuments was a nature of, like a pride thing for them, that, okay, we have created, this monument. So the people used to look up to the kings, and they used to remember them for, creating these special architectures. And I can't even imagine that what kind of efforts were put in at that point of time, that these monuments and these temples and these beautiful architectures still stand, tall uh, till today's time for all of us, right? Do you all agree with me? Awesome. Now let's head on to the next one. We have the Kaziranga National Park. Again, one that we have heard about a lot of time. It is in which state, kids? It is in Assam. Yes. So Kaziranga National Park is very, very famous for one thing. Can you all think of what? Well, yes, it is famous for world's 2/3 population of the, great one-horned rhinoceros. Okay. In fact, it has the highest density of tigers also in the world. Right. So this is also a UNESCO World Heritage Site in India, Kaziranga National Park. And it is in which state? Assam. Brilliant. Okay. Heading on to the next one, we have another national park, which is Keoladeo National Park. Okay. And it is in Rajasthan. All right. Now, kids, this particular, national park, it is popular for man-made wetland bird sanctuary. Okay. And it's actually a hotspot for all the ornithologists, the bird lovers, Siberian cranes, So all of you who are fascinated by the world, by the birds, and want to see more of them, right? Keoladeo National Park is the place for you. All right, kids? Okay, wonderful. Heading on to the one, we have Manas Wildlife Sanctuary. Okay, now Manas Wildlife Sanctuary is in Assam. Okay, now this is also famous for the Project Tiger Reserve. It is famous as a biosphere reserve and also elephant reserve, right? So all these kids reserves, they are doing great deal for, saving our animals and providing them all suitable, I would say, environment for them to survive, live, right? Yes. So Manas Wildlife Sanctuary, and this is another UNESCO World Heritage Site. Okay. Heading on to the next one, kids. Now, this I'm sure is definitely should be in a to-do list, because Goa is one such place which, everyone in India, I believe, would love to go to at some point of time or the other. And whenever you are in Goa, you cannot miss the churches and convents of Goa, kids, right? And these again are beautiful inside out. Okay. And they are of, olden times, still maintained, in a very clean way, right? The environment is beautiful, and it's, it is famous for Rome of the Orient. Okay. First Latin Rite Mass in Asia. So many, many more things. So whenever you visit Goa, don't miss the churches and convents of Goa. All right. Okay. Now heading on to the next. The monuments of Khajuraho, right, kids? To be very honest, I take a lot of pride in saying this, that I have been to a lot of, these World Heritage sites in India. Trust me, they are mesmerizing. And there is a reason why they have got these tags of the World Heritage sites. Kids, never ever leave the option of visiting them. In fact, a lot of you probably, have joined us today from different parts of the country, right? Just like always. So have a look at your own state. If you feel that this is a place which is near, you can visit with your family, and you haven't still done that, please do visit that and be proud about the fact that you have visited a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Right, kids? So right now we are talking about the monuments of Khajuraho, which is in Madhya Pradesh. It is a few hours drive from its capital, Bhopal. Okay. Again, a wonderful architecture. You know, it's very popular, like for a, as a group of Jain and Hindu temples. All right. Okay. So this is the monuments of Khajuraho. And similarly, we have monuments of Hampi, right? In history, when you'll be studying about the Indian history, you will be reading about Hampi, the architectures. Okay, now monuments of Hampi are in which state, kids? They are in Karnataka. Yes. Okay. They just show the prosperous kingdom of Vijayanagar, and very, very fine Dravidian style of art and architecture. Right. Okay, so monuments of Hampi, and they are in which state? Karnataka. Okay, now let's move on to our next UNESCO World Heritage Site in India, and that is Fatehpur Sikri. Yes, Fatehpur Sikri, again in the state of Uttar Pradesh. Okay, now kids, this particular monument, Fatehpur Sikri, it consists of 4 main monuments. Okay, well, one is the Jama Masjid. Okay, the other is the Buland Darwaza. Then you have the Panch Mahal. Okay, which is also called Jodha Baika Mahal. And then you have Diwane Khas or Diwane Aam. All right. Now, all of these together make the Fatehpur Sikri, and they are a very important part of this monument. All right. So where is Fatehpur Sikri? It is in Uttar Pradesh. All right. Now we talk about Elephanta Caves. Yes, kids. Elephanta Caves are in Maharashtra. Okay, you have to take a boat ride, like a motorboat ride, to reach these caves. Okay, and again, popular for Buddhist and Hindu caves, and it is situated on island in the Arabian Sea. This in itself is like an experience, visiting to the Elephanta Caves. How you be there, and then the caves, of course, themselves are mesmerizing. Right? Perfect. Let's move on to the next one, kids. We have the great living Chola temples. Okay. Cholas was also a dynasty which ruled, in India. Now, these great living Chola temples are in Tamil Nadu. Okay. Now, this temple, kids, is popular for Chola architecture, sculpture, painting, bronze casting. Okay. So this is another one wherein we are talking about the South India, and we have the great living Chola temples. Okay, perfect. Now heading on to the next, again, one from the southern part of the country, from Karnataka, we have Pattadakal monuments. Okay, when I talk about the Pattadakal monuments, kids, it represents the high point of, an eclectic art, which was specially famous in the 7th and the 8th century under the Chalukya dynasty. All right. So another dynasty, we have been seeing the names, So Chalukya dynasty was another famous one, and Pattadakal monuments shows the height of creativity during their time. All right. So it is in Karnataka. Very good. And now we have another very famous one. I'm sure a lot of you have heard about them, are the Sundarbans National Park, right? So Sundarbans National Park is in West Bengal. Yes, kids. Now, these Sundarbans, kids, they have the world's largest mangrove forests. Okay, and in fact, they are just located at the mouth of Ganga and Brahmaputra rivers between India and Bangladesh. Okay, amazing location, and a must visit. Right. So Sundarbans National Park. Okay, the next one, kids, in the row is in my to-do list. Now, this is something that I have not seen and I definitely plan to, is Nanda Devi and Valley of Flowers National Parks, right? This is all together in Uttarakhand, okay? Now, kids, the Nanda Devi and Valley of Flowers National Parks, now, they are exceptionally beautiful, trust me, and they have an outstanding, biodiversity. It is, it is like you will feel that you are on heaven on earth, when you are a part of this particular World Heritage Site. When you are there and when you witness, it is, I'm sure you are going to feel that, my God, is this for real, right? So we have Nanda Devi and Valley of Flowers National Parks, and it is in Uttarakhand. All right, moving on to the next one, kids, we have monuments of Buddha. Okay, now monuments of Buddha, now this is again in Madhya Pradesh. Now we are seeing that there are certain states which we have seen as repetitive names, and they have a lot of different types of, the World Heritage Sites. Madhya Pradesh is one of them. We have seen Uttar Pradesh, Karnataka, we have seen, right? So when I talk about the monuments of Buddha, it's the name of the place is Sachi. Okay, and there are a lot of beautiful stupas, kids, in the Sachi. Okay, and there are pillars, temples, monasteries is what this place is famous for, and again a must visit. Okay, so monuments of Buddha, and they are in Madhya Pradesh, location Sachi. All right, perfect. And now we have another one from Delhi, Humayun's tomb. Yes, kids, Humayun's tomb, a very famous architecture once again, is in Delhi. Okay, and in fact, kids, it was the first garden tomb on the Indian subcontinent. So proud, right? So all my friends who have joined us from Delhi NCR, you know where to go, right? Don't miss these monuments. We are living in the heart of the city, and these monuments are just around the corner. All right, pack your bags, go and visit these beautiful places. All right, so Humayun's tomb is in Delhi. Wonderful. Now we have another one from Delhi, which is Qutub Minar and its monuments. Okay, so when you visit Qutub Minar, kids, it is not just Qutub Minar. There are certain other monuments as well in the same premises. Okay, there is Alai Darwaza Gate, okay, which is a masterpiece of Indo-Muslim art. There are two mosques, okay, which includes Quwwatul Islam, the oldest in northern India, right? So whenever you hear about plan to go to Qutub Minar, it's not just this. You have certain more to that particular place, right? So we have Qutub Minar and its monuments in Delhi, again a part of the World Heritage Sites list. Okay, wonderful. And now, kids, we have this amazing thing, and after this I'm going to head to my first round of the polls also. Okay, now we have the mountain railways of India. So there are different like 3 different mountain railways of India, which have been categorized as the World Heritage Sites by UNESCO. Okay, now this site includes 3 railways. The first one is Darjeeling Himalayan Railway. Okay, now when I talk about the Darjeeling Himalayan Railway, kids, it was the first, and it is still the most outstanding example of hill passenger railway. The beauty, the view, and the way these trains go, it's like like a lifetime opportunity, right? Now it opened in 1881. All right, so the first is the Darjeeling Himalayan Railway. Okay, the next one is the Nilgiri Mountain Railway. Now this is down south. Okay, it's a 46-kilometer long meter gauge single track railway in Tamil Nadu state. Okay, which was first proposed in 1854, but because of the location problems, that because it's in the mountains, the work started only in 1891 and it was completed in 1908, right? So yes, definitely creating these tracks in the mountains is a tedious task, but it has been done by the people, and we must not leave a chance to look at them and praise them, right? And the third of the list is the Kalka Shimla Railway, and again a mesmerizing one, kids. It's a 96-kilometer long single track one. Okay, It provides a, service to the highland town of Shimla, and I can't even express in words how beautiful and exciting this journey is if you ever sit in the Kalka Shimla railway. Right, kids? Woohoo! Oh my God. This is again a plethora of information that we have seen today about our, UNESCO World Heritage Sites in India. So did you guys have fun? Are we guys enjoying? Yes. All right. And this, this spirit and this energy is going to become even more higher because we are going to start our round of the polls. Yes, kids, we're going to start our round of the polls now. And I know a lot of things here were new for you, but it's fine because even if it's new, it is making our place in our brain box, right? Perfect. So, you know about, how it works. So there's one question, two options, and of course you get few seconds to choose from the two options and post that. Medha Ma'am tells you the answer. Okay, amazing. All right, so let's give this a start. Okay, I'm going to ask you my question now. Everybody's ready? Show me a thumbs up. Shake it up. All right, okay. So my first one here for you all is, UNESCO was founded in dash. So you have to tell me the year. Okay, UNESCO was founded in dash. You must be thinking, ma'am, it's a difficult question. Just wait for the options. Okay, UNESCO was founded in dash. Your options are, is it A, 1945, or is it B, 2010? Aha, now think, focus on the questions. I'm sure you will get it. Yes, UNESCO was founded in dash. Was it A, 1945, or B, 2010? Come on, everyone. Great going. Think. You will logically get the answer. Very good, everyone. Yes, the UNESCO was founded in dash. 1945, 2010. Quickly, last few seconds, everyone. All right, and now let's see what is the correct answer. So UNESCO was founded in dash. Is it 1945? Is it 2010? Well, the answer is 1945. Brilliant. Awesome. What a start. See, I told you, just the options can give you the perfect hint of what is going to be the answer, right? Do you all agree? Hannah? Okay, come on. With that, let's move on to our next question. Okay, fun times. My next question to you all is, there are dash World Heritage Sites in India. Okay, there are dash World Heritage Sites in India. And your options are, is it A, 59, or is it B, 40? Okay, now think, and quickly tell me what's the answer. Yes, there are dash World Heritage Sites in India. Is it A, 59, or is it B, 40? Come on, quickly tell me the answer. All right. Quick, guys. Last few seconds. There are dash World Heritage Sites in India. 59, 40. Okay, and time's up. Okay, the time is up, kids. All right. Now let's see what is the answer. 59, 40. Well. 40 is the right answer. Very good, my smarty chaps. Yes. Okay. So there are 40 World Heritage Sites, which are there in India. Right? Very good, kids. Great going. And now I'm going to ask you another one. Okay. Another one for you all. Okay. Ready? All right. Elephanta caves are in dash. So you have to tell me the name of the state. Okay. Elephanta caves are in dash. Your options are, is it A, Maharashtra, or is it B, Bihar? Come on, quickly mark your answers, everyone. Yes, very good. Elephanta caves are in dash, Maharashtra or Bihar. Quick, everyone. Come on. Very nice. Last few seconds. Elephanta caves are in dash. Okay, and time's up. Let's see what have you marked. Yes, so what do you think? Where are Elephanta caves? Are they in Maharashtra or are they in Bihar? Well, you are absolutely right. Maharashtra is the right answer. Very, very good, my little ones. That's absolutely amazing. Phenomenal. Yes. Okay. So Elephanta caves are in Maharashtra. You know, these polls are so much fun. I can just keep going on and on and on and on. So with that, I want to ask you one more question. Can we do quickly one more question? Yeah, I promise after that, I'm going to take you back to have a look at the remaining World Heritage sites in our country. Okay. So quick, one more question, and that is, the site of Sanchi is in which state? We saw some stupas, right? The site of Sanchi is in which state? Your options are, is it A, Assam, or is it B, Madhya Pradesh? Come on, guys, quickly tell me this one. The site of Sanchi is in which state? Is it A, Assam, or is it B, Madhya Pradesh? Quick. After that, we have to get back to looking at some, more UNESCO World Heritage sites. So quickly. Very good. Last few seconds. The site of Sanchi is in which state? Assam or Madhya Pradesh? Time's up. Let's see, what have you marked? Okay, so Assam. No, Madhya Pradesh is absolutely correct. Is the right answer. Very, very good, my phenomenal participants. Well done. That was a brilliant participation. Very, very well done. Okay, so now without wasting a single minute, let's quickly move on to see, which famous, World Heritage Site in India now we are going to see as a part of our list. So are you all ready? Yes. Okay, here we go. Now, kids, the next one we have is the Mahabodhi Temple Complex. Okay. Now, this Mahabodhi Temple Complex, kids, is in Bihar. Okay. And it is one of the 4 holy sites which is related, to the life of Lord Buddha, and particularly to the attainment of enlightenment, right? So Mahabodhi Temple Complex, and it is in which state? Bihar. Very good. All right. Heading on to the next one, kids, we have rock shelters of Bhimbetka. Wow. Now this again is a phenomenal place, and it is in Madhya Pradesh, again, just a few hours drive from its capital, which is Bhopal. Okay. Now it kind of reflects a very long interaction which has always existed between people and the landscape. There are a lot of different types of rock arts, kid, that you can which you can find in this particular location. So Bhimbetka, rock shelters of Bhimbetka, a World Heritage Site by UNESCO, and it is in Madhya Pradesh. Okay, good. Heading on to our next one, kids, we have Chhatrapati Shivaji Terminus. I would call it like the face of, Mumbai, right? It is in which state? Maharashtra. And it was formerly known as Victoria Terminus Station, in Mumbai. It's an outstanding example of Victorian Gothic revival architecture in India. It's blended with the themes of Indian traditional architecture as well, but it like stands tall, and whenever you talk about Mumbai, you just cannot miss talking about Chhatrapati Shivaji Terminus. Do you all agree? Yes, my friends from Mumbai. Yay. Okay, very, very good. All right. The next one, kids, that we have in the row is Champaner Paugar Archaeological Park. Okay. Now, this is in Gujarat. All right, kids. This place, kids, is the only complete and unchanged, Islamic pre-Mughal city. Okay, so now you can see that every particular, architecture which is a part of World Heritage Site has some uniqueness which is associated with it, right? Yes, and because UNESCO wants to preserve it, that's why they take it under the category of the World Heritage Sites, right? So we have Champaner, Pavgarh Archaeological Park, and this is in Gujarat. Perfect. Heading on to the next one, we have the very famous Red Fort. Yes, so all the people who are from Delhi, I'm sure, even if you've not been to the Red Fort, you have definitely passed this complex sometime or the other. Okay, it just is in the heart of the city. Okay, this Red Fort complex was built as the palace fort of Shahjahanabad, which was the new capital, okay, of the fifth Mughal emperor Shah Jahan. All right, so Red Fort, and that is in Red Fort Complex, Delhi. Okay, perfect. Heading on, another famous one, which I'm sure a lot of you have heard about, is the Jantar Mantar in Jaipur. Okay, so the state is Rajasthan. Now, this is an astronomical observation kit site which was built in the early 18th century, and it includes a set of some 20 main fixed instruments. Okay, the way it has been built, uh, it's incredible to watch. Okay, so the Jantar Mantar, and it's in Jaipur. The state is Rajasthan. Okay, heading on to our next World Heritage Sites are the Western Ghats, a phenomenal example of natural beauty. The Western Ghats are famous for world's 10 hottest biodiversity hotspots, kids. These ghats, they start right at the, border of Gujarat and Maharashtra, and they run through different states of even Karnataka, Goa, as I said, Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, and they end at Kanyakumari. Okay, and definitely a brilliant example of the natural beauty that exists, right? So we have the Western Ghats, which also have got the status of UNESCO World Heritage Site. Okay, perfect. And now we have the hill forts in Rajasthan. Okay, kids, Rajasthan is one such state which have a lot of different fort complexes. Okay, so the hill forts in Rajasthan, the serial site which situated in the state of Rajasthan, it includes 6 majestic forts, as I told you. It's in Chittorgarh, Kumbhalgarh, okay, Savai Madhopur, Jhalawar, Jaipur, and Jaisalmer. As I said, Rajasthan, it has been the place of the kings and the queens and the palaces. So there are some mesmerizing forts which are, in this state. Don't miss it, kids. Okay, so hill forts of Rajasthan. All right. Now moving on to the next one, kids, we have this another amazing architecture. As you can see, it's called Rani Ki Vav. Okay, now Rani Ki Vav is the queen's step well. Now this is in Gujarat, kids. Okay, it's on the banks of Saraswati River. It was initially built as a memorial to a king in the 11th century AD. All right, okay, Rani Ki Vav. All right, the queen's step well. Now you can see how there's a water place in the center, and there are a lot of steps which are going down, right? What amazing thought process of architecture, I would see, right? Perfect. And now then, kids, we have the Great Himalayan National Park. Okay, now the Great Himalayan National Park is in Himachal Pradesh. Okay, when I talk about this particular national park, kids, it is characterized by high alpine peaks, alpine meadows, riverine forests. Okay, some amazing locations, views. Of course, when you talk about Himalayas, Himachal, the only thing that you can possibly think of is some beautiful background and some amazing views, right? So Great Himalayan National Park, which is in Himachal Pradesh, a World Heritage Site. Okay, now the next one, kids, is Nalanda. Now this is a very old site, kids. It has been existing for like many years. It's in Bihar. Okay, it has been a center of learning and a Buddhist monastery for like 3rd century BCE to 13th century. Right now, you can imagine how much long back time I am talking about, right? Nalanda is famous for Nalanda University also. So indeed, it's a center of learning. So it is in Bihar. Okay. Now the next one, kids, we have Kanchenjunga. It is named after Kanchenjunga, we know about the Kanchenjunga mountain, right? So we have Kanchenjunga National Park, and this is in Sikkim. All right, kids. Now this property falls under the, within the Himalaya global biodiversity hotspot. Okay. It's surrounded by beautiful mountain peaks, glaciers, right? So we know that Sikkim, all the northeastern states also, Sikkim also, and the places where the Himalayan ranges are there, they have some amazing glaciers, beautiful peaks, right, kids? So Kanchenjunga National Park, and this is in Sikkim. All right, perfect. And then we have the architectural work of Le Corbusier. Okay, now this, kids, is in Chandigarh. Okay, Chandigarh, which is the capital of two states, Punjab and Haryana, right? Now, it represents a masterpiece of human creative genius. If you can just see, right? It definitely indeed is a masterpiece, right, kids? Okay, so we have one World Heritage Site from Chandigarh now. And after this, we are talking about the historic city, which is Ahmedabad, which itself has got the World Heritage Site tag, okay? And this is in Gujarat, all right, kids? Now, the walled city of Ahmedabad, if we may talk about, it was founded by Sultan Ahmad Shah in 15th century, okay? And it presents a rich cultural, heritage from the Sultanate period, all right? So the historic city of Ahmedabad in Gujarat, which bags the UNESCO World Heritage Site tag, all right, kids? Okay. And then we have Victorian Gothic and Art Deco ensembles in Maharashtra. Now, this is a collection of 94 buildings of great cultural importance, kids, which is located in the fort area of Mumbai. All right. And all of them put together under the Victorian Gothic and Art Deco ensembles in Maharashtra have been given this particular tag of UNESCO World Heritage Sites. Amazing, right? Awesome. And then we have something that everyone knows, the Pink City. Yes, kids, Jaipur, and that's in Rajasthan. The city of Jaipur, an amazing example of planning, architecture. It is home to local handicrafts, beautiful markets, monuments, right? Pink City is everyone's favorite, and I'm sure a lot of you have been to it and know about it already. Right? Awesome, kids. And then we have Kakatiya Rudreshwara temple, which is Ramappa, we also call it. Okay, now this is in Telangana, kids. All right. Now, this temple is situated in Palampet village in Telangana. It's almost 800 to 900 years old, kids. Whew, all right. And it's, this is known for a very interesting thing, and that is it's made up of lightweight porous bricks, which are known as floating bricks. Wow, really? Yes, the Kakatiya Rudreshwara Ramappa temple. All right. And it is in which state? Telangana. All right, awesome. And coming towards the end, kids, we have Dholavira. Okay, now Dholavira is a Harappan city, and this is in Gujarat. All right. Now, if I talk about Dholavira, whenever we talk about, the ancient history, it is an extremely important part of the Indian history. All right. And the places, the architecture which have been found in this location are phenomenal. Right, kids? Yes. So Dholavira, a Harappan city. And with that, we come to an end of the session. Yay. Oh my God. So much to learn in this one, right? Incredible, kids. What a brilliant performance by each one of you. You guys are super duper participants, right? Amazing. We learned about the amazing 40 World Heritage Sites, in India by UNESCO. But can we just end the session like that? No, ma'am. Where are our last round of the polls? Yes, kids, I do have question for you in our last round of the polls, but not many. Just one question, okay? Just one question I'm going to ask you. All right, kids? Okay, so I want you all to tighten up your seat belts, stick to the screens, and ready for my question? Awesome. So here I go. Now, it's going to be a little twisting one, but I want you to tell me this one, okay? The Queen's stepwell is known as dash, okay? Listen carefully. The Queen's stepwell is known as dash. Is it A, Rani ka ghar, or is it B, Rani ki vav? Come on now, think. What did we discuss? The Queen's stepwell. Yes, it was in Gujarat, but what is its name? Rani ka ghar or Rani ki vav? Quickly, everyone, mark your answer. We are almost towards the end. Last few seconds. Yes, come on. Rani ka ghar or Rani ki vav? And time's up. All right, let's see what have my little participants chose to answer for this one. Was it Rani ka ghar? I think yes. No, ma'am, you're not right because Rani ki vav is the right answer. Absolutely brilliant. All right, kids. So with that, we come to an end finally. And what a special session today. Do you all agree? Yes, lot of learning, lot of new names that we saw, right? And that's what makes our general knowledge session super duper fun. Yes? Okay, kids. But now, before I go, what do I have to tell you quickly? Well, I have to tell you a small little yellow class tip for the day. And kids, this little tip is also related to what we studied today. Okay? Now, my tip for you all is, kids, never miss a chance to visit the monuments around you. Right? Kids, realize that these monuments have been standing tall for years, and we are absolutely privileged and lucky to have been witnessing them. Right? So stop thinking of going places here and there, and if you ever get a chance, please do visit these and be proud to be a part of mesmerizing culture and history that, you know, our elders and, you know, our ancestors have left for us. Yes? Perfect. All right, kids. So now it's time for Medha Ma'am to say bye-bye. But keep sharing your work. If you loved today's session, please do share your feedbacks. Keep posting your amazing learnings or on the Instagram page of Yellow Class, Facebook, right? We love looking at all of them. And of course, I know the family is increasing. Yellow Class is getting many more participants thanks to you all. So keep sharing because the more you'll share, the more you learn. All right? Okay, kids. So till the time I come back again, take a very good care of yourself. Keep smiling, stay healthy, eat healthy, sleep well. And I promise to come back very soon in your favorite Yellow Classes General Knowledge with Medha Ma'am. Bye-bye. Take care. Bye.